193 nations coming together to strive for peace and stability and to try to resolve the world's most pressing problems. That's the theory anyway, though putting the UN's lofty ideals into practice is never quite that straightforward. At least the 74th annual gathering of the General Assembly does have clear aims. The urgent need to tackle climate change is at the top of this year's agenda, along with sustainable development and universal health coverage. But these occasions tend to be overtaken by current events. This year, the fallout from the alleged Iranian attack on Saudi oil facilities is expected to dominate proceedings. All eyes will be on the US president.
We very well could see a return to aggressive rhetoric towards Iran by President Trump. He will see this as his last best chance to publicly shame Iran before he really gets into his electoral season, certainly on a global stage.
The failure of the UN to even come near to bringing an end to the war in Syria could also cast a shadow over the week. And the very institution of the UN itself will be under intense scrutiny amid a growing clamour for reform.
The UN, like many bureaucracies, is very, very slow to change. And so you have these programs that were established at the very beginning of the organization continuing in zombie-like fashion to today. And I think there needs to be a far more concerted effort to reorient the resources that are available to more urgent current priorities rather than some of these legacy programs.
Hoping to highlight the relevance of the organization, the UN General Secretary Antonio Guterres has appealed to the leaders to come to New York with concrete plans rather than just grand speeches.
The General Assembly is gathering at a time of multiple international tensions, not just Iran and the continuing war in Syria, but issues such as nuclear proliferation, Brexit, the rise of populism. And it really needs to provide some viable solutions to at least some of these crises. Otherwise, it will give further ammunition to critics who say the multilateral approach to resolving the world's problems has had its day. John Brain, TRT World, New York.